Hopefully we'll have time to do 3 different variations. So we're going to start just in an extended child's pose. But if that doesn't suit you this morning or today, just find yourself a comfortable seat. And just taking a few breaths just to settle in, arrive on your mat and check in with yourself. And just notice where your energy's at right now. If you find that you're already sort of itching to get moving, maybe you begin by gently swaying the hips side to side. Maybe massaging that space between the brows by just gently rolling the head from side to side. Maybe prefer to remain in stillness for a few more moments. Just finding that nice, smooth, steady breath. Inhalation is the same length as the exhalation. And then we'll start to come to all fours. So just mindfully making your way there. Bringing the wrists underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. Spread the fingertips nice and wide. And we'll just move through some cat and cow movements. So as you inhale, lifting the tailbone, drop the belly, draw the chest forwards. And exhale, round up like an angry cat. And feel free to change this in any way that you feel you'd like to. Maybe you want to make more circular movements. Maybe you rock forwards and backwards. Just really listen to your body and make it your own. Lovely. And then coming back to that neutral tabletop position. Then tuck the right toes under. Slide that foot back. Really press into the heel and just have a gentle rock back and forth. Stretching into the back of that leg. Nice. You're going to keep that leg extended, and this left leg is going to swing around over towards the left side of your mat. So you're going to use that as a kickstand, and then come onto the inside edge of that back foot. Keeping the left palm on the ground, and we're going to take the right fingertips up towards the sky. If you want to deepen that stretch a little, you're going to send the right fingertips overhead. So towards the front of your mat. You should feel a really nice stretch all along the right side of your body. And then bring the palm back down. Come back to your tabletop. We'll do that on the other side. I'm not going to turn around because I confused myself by doing that the other day. So tucking the left toes, slide the foot back, stretch through the back of the leg. Keep the left leg extended. You're going to move the right toes over towards the right, using that leg as a kickstand, and come on to the inner edge of that left foot. Staying on the right hand, the left hand reaches up. Either staying here or reaching the left fingertips towards the front of your mat for a deeper stretch. Really press into that left foot. Lovely. Keep that left leg extended. Just dial everything forward so you're facing the front of your mat again. You're going to step the left foot towards the outside edge of the left hand. Tuck the back toes under, lift that knee, and step the right foot to the top of the mat. Start to lower in between the legs for yogi squat malasana. Using the elbows to gently press the knees out. So if malasana doesn't work for you today, you can take a forward fold. Just make sure that the knees are bent generously, just allowing some softness here. So just see which one feels best for you. And it might be different each time you do this practice. Lovely. If you're in malasana, you're going to start to lift the hips up to come into a forward fold. And then slowly roll your way up to stand. Lovely. Probably should tie my hair up, it's annoying me already. So we're going to start on the right side of our mats. And with Moon Salutations, rather than working from the front to the back and forth, we go side to side. So if you want to turn to face the long edge of your mat. Lovely. So starting in mountain pose, we will inhale, take the arms up overhead, interlace the fingers. So just so that you can see, we're going to interlace the fingers and then release the index fingers to point up. We'll call this steeple grip. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, take a side bend towards the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale back to center. Release the grip of the hands. We're stepping out wide across the mat. Arms out at shoulder height. Star pose. And then you're going to turn the heels in, toes out. Start to bend the knees, bend the elbows. Goddess pose, palms face forwards. Inhale, come back to stand. You can turn the left toes towards the top of your mat. Just turn that right foot in a bit. And then we're going to cartwheel the arms over into triangle. Bend into that front knee. Bring the left forearm on top of the left thigh. Right fingertips reach up and over. Extended side angle. And then we're going to plant the palms either side of that left foot. Just wiggle onto your back toes so that you can lower down to the knee. Inhale, arms raise up, low lunge. Exhale, plant the palms. Tuck the back toes under, lift that back knee. We're going to walk the hands all the way around to the other side of the mat. turning the feet, and then lower the knee, so we're in low lunge on the opposite end. Inhale, arms raise. Exhale, plant the palms. Tuck the back toes, lift that back knee, pivot the heel down, and then bring the right forearm on top of the right thigh. Left fingertips reach up and overhead. And start to straighten that front leg and open out the arms, triangle. And lifting the upper body up for star pose. Bring the heels in and the toes out. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, goddess. Inhale, straighten everything back up. And we're going to take a big step over towards the left side of the mat. Interlacing the fingers again, release the index fingers to point up. Take a big inhale. On your exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, take it to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale the hands down to the heart space. Just take in a few breaths here. So that's just half of a moon salutation. So we repeat that whole sequence in the opposite direction and we'll end up on the right side of the mat. So just notice now if there's anything that you want to skip out. If something doesn't work in your body, you can always just choose to leave it. Pick back up wherever you're ready to. We'll go again. Inhale, take the arms up overhead, interlace the fingers, release the index fingers to point up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, back to center. Step out wide on your mat for star pose. Arms out at shoulder height. Turn the heels in, toes out. Bend the knees, bend the elbows. Start to squat, goddess. Inhale, straighten back out. Just turn that back foot in. Right toes point towards the back of the mat. And then tilting it over for your triangle. So these movements really should be quite fluid. So don't try and sort of go for the deepest expression of the pose that you can. Just think of being soft and fluid in your movements. And then we'll bend that right knee, bring the right forearm on top of the thigh. Left fingertips reach up and over. Exhale, plant the palms either side of that right foot. Wiggle on to the back toes and then lower the knee. Lifting the chest, lifting the arms for low lunge. Inhale. And then exhale, plant the palms. Tuck the back toes and lift that back knee. Walking the hands all the way along the long edge of your mat. Turning to face the opposite side. Lower the knee. Inhale. Exhale, planting the palms. Back toe tucks, lift the back knee. Pivot the heel down. Bring the left forearm onto the left thigh. Right arm reaches up and over. And start to straighten that leg. Arms open, triangle. And bringing the body upright, turn the heels in, toes out, star pose. Exhale as you squat down low, bend the knees, bend the elbows. Inhale, straighten everything back up. And then we're going to take a big step over towards the right side of your mat. Arms overhead, interlace the fingers, release those index fingers up. Inhale. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, take it to the right. Maybe going a little bit deeper into these side bends now we're warming up. Inhale back to center. Exhale the hands down in front of the heart space. Lovely. We're going to do another variation of that. Most of the postures are going to be the same, just a few minor changes along the way. So as you're ready, inhale, tap the arms up, take that steeple grip. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale to center, exhale to the right. Inhale to center, step out wide for star pose, heels in, toes out. When you exhale, start to drop your center, bend the knees and the elbows, goddess. Inhale, straighten up for star pose. Turn that left foot parallel to the short edge of the mat, right toes go that way to the top or the bottom. Bend into that knee, warrior two. And then drop the left palm onto the left thigh. Right arm reaches up and back, reverse warrior. And then coming forward, bring the right forearm onto that right thigh, extended side angle. Planting the palms either side of that right foot. Just come onto the toes of the back foot, lower the knee. Inhale. Low lunge. Maybe you take a small back bend here. Now you've warmed up a little more. And exhale the hands down. Just like before, tuck the back toes and lift that knee. We're just going to walk our way to the other side of the mat. Coming into low lunge on this side. As you're ready, inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, plant the palms. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee. Pivot the heel down. Bringing that left forearm on top of the left thigh. Right arm reaches up and over. Keep that front knee bent. And you're just going to lift the body. Arms out at shoulder height for warrior two. Drop the right palm to the right thigh. Left arm reaches up and back. Reverse warrior. Coming back to warrior two. Straighten the leg. Bring the heels in, toes out, star pose. And exhale, sit in the hips down. Goddess pose. Inhale, back to star pose. On your exhale, we're going to step all the way to the left side of the mat. Arms overhead, steeple grip. Inhale. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, bring the hands down to the heart space. Just taking a couple of breaths. So again, that's half of a salutation. We'll repeat that and find ourselves on the other side of the mat. So inhale, take the arms up overhead. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Step out wide on your mat, heels in, toes out, arms at shoulder height, star pose. Exhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows, goddess. Inhale, straighten everything out. Turn that right foot parallel to the short edge of the mat. Left toes go forwards, bend into that knee. Warrior two. Right palm comes to right thigh, left arm reaches up and back. Then coming all the way forwards, bring the left forearm onto the left thigh, right arm reaches up and over. Planting the palms either side of the left foot, wiggle onto the back toes and lower the knee. Inhale, take your low lunge. And exhale, plant the palms. Tuck the back toes and lift the back foot, walking all the way around to the other side now. Finding your low lunge at this end of your mat. Inhale, take the arms up. And exhale, plant the palms. Tuck the back toes and lift the back knee. Pivot that back heel down. Bring the right forearm on top of the right thigh. Left arm reaches up and over. Keep that right knee bent as you lift the body, warrior two. And then drop the left hand to the left thigh. Right arm reaches up and back. Reverse warrior. Coming back into your warrior two. Straighten that leg. Turn the heels in, toes out, star pose. Exhale, drop your center, bend the knees and the elbows, goddess. Inhale, straighten everything up. And exhale, big step to the right side of your mat, steeple grip. Inhale, exhale, side bend to the left. And then taking it over to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale the hands down in front of the heart space. Lovely. So we've just got time to do a full moon salutation. Some of the moves in this can be a little bit tricky. So I'll try to guide you and give you options for some of the things that we've already just done. So you should be familiar with those. We'll just see how you get on. So as you're ready, inhale, take the arms up overhead. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, step out nice and wide, star pose. Heels in, toes out. Inhale. Exhale, drop the center, goddess pose. Inhale, straightening back up. Turn that right foot so it's parallel to the short edge of the mat. Left toes forwards. Bump the hips back, tilting over for triangle. And then from here, we're going to come into pyramid pose. So to do that, we're going to rotate towards that leg, bringing the hands to the ground. If that doesn't feel right or doesn't work for you, take that extended side angle. It can be quite an intense stretch into the left leg. Whichever one you've chosen, we're going to come into our low lunge. Inhale, take the arms up. As you exhale, plant the palms to the inside of that left foot. And you're going to tuck the back toes and turn onto the heel of that back foot. Front knee stays bent. That can be quite intense for a lot of us. So if this doesn't work for you, you can pick that back knee up, pivot the heel down, and just take a side lunge. I say just, that's still just as difficult. Taking a breath. Whichever option you've chosen, we're going to do the same at the opposite end of the mat. So really slowly changing to that side. So whether that's your side squat or this low squat. And then we're going to turn to face the right side of the mat, low lunge. Inhale. And exhale to plant the palms. Tuck the back toes under. We're either taking pyramid, so with both legs straight, or you can find extended side angle, whichever suits you. And then from here, we're coming into triangle. So if you're in extended side angle, start to straighten that leg. Reach the left fingertips up. Bringing the body back up. Heels in, toes out for star pose. Exhale as you sit the hips down. Goddess. Inhale, straightening up. Exhale, step to the left side of your mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, take it to the left. Inhale to center and exhale the hands down. Just taking a couple of breaths. We've got half a salutation left to do. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, take it to the left. Inhale to center. Step out wide across your mat. Heels in, toes out, star pose. Exhale, sit the hips down low. Bend the knees and the elbows. Inhale, straighten everything up. Left foot comes parallel to the short edge of the mat. Right foot goes forwards. Bump the hips back, arms, cartwheel over for triangle. From here, coming into either pyramid, both legs straight, or extended side angle. Bend into the knee, lower the back knee, low lunge, inhale. Exhale, plant the palms to the inside of that right foot. So either coming into this low squat, or we can take a side squat. And then we're going to make our way to the opposite end of the mat, so slowly make your way there. Either in this Skandasana, a deep low squat, or we can be higher up, resting the hands onto the thigh. I'm going to turn towards that side of the mat, lower the knee, inhale, low lunge. Exhale, plant the palms, tuck the back toes, either finding pyramid on this side, both legs straight, or keep that front knee bent and take extended side angle. And it might feel different on both sides. Inhale, straighten that front leg, open the arms out for triangle. And then lifting the body all the way up, heels in, toes out. Exhale, sit the hips down, bend the knees and the elbows for goddess. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, giant step to the right side of your mat. Arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. And exhale, hands down in front of the heart space. Just noticing how you feel. And just gently bow the head towards the hands. Thank yourself for showing up for another practice, for tending to the mind and the body. Blinking the eyes open whenever you're ready to. Lovely. Thank you so much for joining me for these moon salutations. They're my absolute favourite. Yeah, if a full moon falls